Hi, Eduardo Vinagre here. Now I'm going to show you the XDR Studio of Nasty Looper XDREAM. So you have to click right here where it says SDR Studio. It takes a little bit to load because the thing is a little bit heavy depending on your CPU, but yeah, it loads fast enough. Here we go. Okay, it opened. I'm going to start for the transport area. You have the clock that can be set to internal or T-run. The internal clock runs the sequencers right away. Okay, as you can see right here, it starts right away. And the T-run uses this one right here, that is the play button. And then you have to click right here, play, and then play right here. Notice, I'm sorry, notice to record anything in Nasty Looper XDREAM, you gotta use the T-run mode, as else the internal mode will skip the first step sometimes. Okay, so with internal mode it's good to listen, but to record anything, whatever you want to record, use the T-run. Okay, use the transport run of your DAW. You also have the sync that defines how many bars it takes until the loops resync. So after the number of bars you set here, all sequencers and all loops and all samples will start from step 0. Okay, notice that if you are using long tempos right here in the patterns, you have to use long tempos in the sync clock. Okay, you have the play button that starts playing, the retrigger button, a limiter that is a brick wall limiter that limits your sound to minus 0.5. You have the recording station. Okay, you can record master or tracks. If you record master, all that goes through the master will be recorded. If you record tracks, you gotta use right here this menu and set the track to record. Okay, this one records, uh, this one records, etc. In the loops you have the rec track button. Okay, and in the synth you also have the rec track button. Okay, this defines if the synth or the loop or the sample is recorded if you are using the tracks mode. Okay, if you are using the master mode, everything is recorded. You have a sample rate control and a beats control. You can define the number of bars you want to record. Okay, you can go up to infinite, but yeah, uh, for 816 they are good. Notice that when you are recording, when this reaches the number of bars, it will stop. It will auto stop. You just have to push record, uh, record anything by using the play button, and then you click um, save. Okay, and then you can save it in your computer. Okay, notice that this plugin or this software or whatever is designed for electronic music, and it works with real-time recording and MIDI controlling. Okay, you gotta have a MIDI controller to work fine with this, because this is dedicated for MIDI controllers. So you should have one. It would be very cool because you can do really cool stuff with this. Um, okay, so this is the main transport area. You have the presets bank and the master control, and down here you have the break sequencer that can go up to 128 steps, meaning 16 bars. If you use the right here 2 per 1, you gotta define the number of steps it plays, and it creates silences um, in the playback. Okay, you have to use the break-in button to activate it, and yeah, this really creates silences in your playback. You also have the pitch wheel that pitches, of course, and you have this button right here that turns the wheel static. Okay, when you release the mouse, it stays static. Okay, without this, it springs. Okay, so the main shots area, you have 16 pads that load wave files. Each of these pads can go up to 4 files for each that you can change in real time from one to another. Okay, to load a file you click right here, or if you have the sound bank installed you just have to go right here to click to load the file. Okay, you have the waveform display. If you want to reverse your sample, invert the markers. If you want to loop it, use this right here. So okay, you have pitch control, envelope generator, filter, distortion, stereo, reverb, stereo delay, and the output control. Okay, so notice that each of these slots, the controls are the same except the gain. Okay, so each of these slots have a different gain. You have these LEDs right here. They indicate the state of the gain. Okay, as you can see, LED number 2 is active, and right here LED number 2 is also active. This means this gain is for this file. Okay, so each of the files has a different gain but the same set of controls. This right here in the shots part. Okay, you have the color picker where you can pick some colors right here. You have the play key, that is the key that plays, the key of your MIDI controller that plays the pad. And you have the output channel. You have the main one too. You can route it if you are using VST instead of the standalone. You can route it in your DAW, and you have the record that will match with the track's recording station. Okay. There's a velocity control for the patterns. This means if you have the pattern activate and you put something like this, well, just changing this. Okay, so this is playing. As you can see, it has the velocity on. Okay, meaning that if I turn the steps, okay, if I turn the velocity off, it gets back to the same thing. So now if you have the velocity off, you have to use the notes. As you can see now, the notes play. If you have the velocity on, it will play according to the steps right here. You can also do another thing. You can skip the velocity and create only the notes, but yeah, you have to put the velocity off. And now you can do the same thing without velocity. If you put it on, then you have to. Okay, this is very simple. Okay, this is a cool feature because you can use different steps and different notes at the same time, so you can mix them all together. Okay, so you can right here in the pattern station, this is the pattern station. You can also go to 4 patterns per file, per pad, and in a pattern station you can load notes and steps. Okay, so this means if you load steps, it will load these ones. You can save them and then load them. If you load notes, it will load these ones right here. This means you can have different steps with the same notes and different notes with the same steps. Okay, this is cool because it's a very creative thing. And yeah, the pattern sequencer, you can reset, you can randomize, can change the speed, the number of steps. It goes up to 64 steps. The pitch octave, the main octave of the sequencer. You can also create chords. So basically, if I do this. Okay, so you can create chords. You have a swing control and an LFO for the release of the files. And yeah, the pattern is very cool. You just have then to record in real time, create loops, create patterns, record all in real time, sequences with the loops and the synths and stuff. Yeah, it's cool. And you also have the stutter that stutters the sample. Okay, so if you have this. Okay, so you have the stutter. This button right here that has a zero or a no or a circle, it's used to activate the pitch wheel. Okay, so if you are playing this and you want pitch wheel, you click right here in this button and you. Okay, each of the pads have this option. You can also use the silence for the break using the break sequencer. Um, and yeah, basically it's this. It has some LFOs for the pan and for the filter. The filter is high pass and low pass. We decided to keep it simple. You have distortion. Uh, yeah, it's cool because you can create your own loops, okay, using various pads, and then you can sequence the loops in the loops area, along with the synths and with the tracks and if the effects. Okay, I will cover this later, but now I'm just talking a little bit about the shots part. um, these S buttons select the pad without producing any noise. Um, the LEDs, the green means the play is active, the yellow means the sound is playing. What more? Let's say I don't see any more to speak of now. Okay, this is it. Let's check the loops part.